Hello everyone, welcome to my sewing room. I'm Kim, and in my video today I'm going to be sharing with you my Rivi blouse. Now, if you saw last week's video, you would know that it was literally on the verge of being finished, but I ran out of white thread. So the thread turned up and I managed to get all my buttonholes finished quite quickly. So I have been wearing her this week and getting a real feel for her. And when I was thinking about what I was going to share with you in my video today, I thought I would go through the difference between my first make and this make. Now, my first Rivi, I did a deep dive on her and I took you on the journey from where I looked at the pattern instructions, measurement, sizing, fabric, all that stuff, right through to a finished garment. Just to backtrack, the first one I made in this beautiful striking striped fabric with this green flower, and it was dotted all around the fabric, very striking, very in your face, and I loved it. Now, when I plotted my sizing out on the measurements chart, it went size 14 upper bust, 16 full bust, 18 to 20 waist, and 18 to 20 hip. So I expected that because I'm a pear shape, so that was no surprise at all. There is a tremendous amount of ease in the Rivi blouse. So plain safe, I decided that I would follow the instructions and make my garment up as recommended. So before I actually got to making my second Rivi, usually after wearing my first garment for a while, I get a feel for it and then I come back and revisit the pattern. So when you see it all made up and I do the reveal, I don't put the pattern away. I do generally wear the garment for a while and then just look at how it feels, and then if I want to make any changes, like for instance, is the length of it okay? Are the sleeves long enough? Is it too big in the shoulders? Does it fit right in the bust? And on this occasion, I came back and revisited my trace pattern and decided, because there was so much ease in it, that I would come down a size. So I decided to retrace a pattern off as a size 16, but as a B cup. And I'm not a B cup, but I felt that because there was so much ease in the blouse, I didn't need to create more fabric in the blouse, because I found that from the first one, the extra fabric it created going up to a size, D, C, D cup, there was just too much fabric under my bust. So I decided to let the ease fill my bust area, and it has worked out really well. So I retrace a size 14, and generally once I do that, I put the pattern away, and when I decide to make it a second time, I know that I have the pattern ready to go. But I found myself at a summer fete I told you about. I met up with some sewing friends. They had a fabric store and I got drawn to this particular fabric. There was a lovely lady, Hilary, who buys all of her fabric in Italy and she brings it back to the UK, and I just kept on stroking this fabric and it was beautiful, very soft, and not normally drawn to this sort of purpley colour at all, but I just kept on coming back to it and I just bought it. I thought, for God's sake, just buy it. There was 2 meters of it. And because I'd made the first Rivi, I knew I could get it out of 2 meters, even though when I was going through all of the instructions with the first one, it recommended 2.5 meters of 135 centimetre or 54-inch wide fabric. Now this is 150 centimetres wide, but I did manage to get it out of that 2 meters, and I still have a little bit left, enough probably to line a bag. There's still enough there to do something with it. So with this, it's size 14. I did make some other alterations to it, so very small ones. I decided to lengthen it by 2 inches. So the bodice and the back have been lengthened by 2 inches. I also lengthened the sleeve by 1/2 inch, and I widened the cuff by 1/2 inch. Now I only widened the cuff because I have I wear these bangles, and they are quite rigid. So when they're on my wrist, you can see they're quite high up, and sometimes when they get stuck. So I decided that I really wanted a cuff where it would give enough room for those bangles just to move down my arm without getting caught on the cuff. It's a weird thing that I like to do every so often if I find the cuff too tight, because I just like those bangles to move up and down without them being restricted and me having to readjust all the time. And also because I'm right-handed, you would think I would wear my watch on my left hand. No, I don't. I wear it on my right wrist. So basically I've got things going on both of my wrists. So I like a little bit of extra space in my cuff to take into consideration both of those things. So that's the only reason why I widened the cuff. It's got nothing to do with the pattern really. It's just because I wear, you know, my bangles and a watch. So they're the only changes I made. So decided to cut it all out in size 14. So it was quite, in effect, it was quite a quick make because the pattern had already been retraced. So I just literally washed and tumble dried my fabric, got it cut out and sewn up. So I can show you her, and she's beautiful. She's a really nice fit. When I make anything, I generally make it 3 times before I get to that point where I'm really happy with it. But I can genuinely say that this second make, I've already hit that, you know, spot already. I genuinely feel that I've hit it on the head, and I'm really pleased with how my second Rivi blouse looks. So I'll stand up and show you her. So you can see she's still quite boxy. There is still plenty of room in the bust, a lot, you know, plenty of room under the bust, plenty of room around the high hip and hips, and lots of lovely length in my sleeve. I do like my sleeves a little bit longer, just how I like them, and really fits well on the wrist. Obviously you've got the collar stand and collar, and you have this beautiful front yoke and the yoke at the back. Okay. So as far as I'm concerned, she is a really good mate. I love her, and I will definitely make more of her at this size, and she fits really well on the shoulders as well, which for me is a measurement I do like to get right, because I think if I get that right in the shoulders, everything else fits really well. So very, very, very happy with her. So before I finish up on this Rivi, I thought I would just show you the actual fabric, because I wasn't too sure of what fabric she was. I mean, she's 100% cotton, that's for sure. But she has got this diagonal weave in the fabric. So I think she's a cotton twill. She is beautifully soft, and I will definitely buy from Hilary again. I've been on her site and had a look at some of her fabrics, and they are beautiful, and she does have a lot of striped fabric, so I know where to go if I'm going to make another Rivi later down the line. And I'm hoping to actually make one with the short sleeves, because the weather is starting to turn again nicer, because I know we had a little mini heat wave and then it went super cold, and now it's starting to be a bit more sensible and go into summer at the appropriate temperature that we're all used to. So generally when I start making something, I'll make up a shopping list of things that I need, and I wanted some buttons to go with this, and I did have some in my stash, but I didn't have enough. And any of you that have followed me for a long time will know that I organise my buttons so that if I don't have enough of what's in my stash, I know exactly where I have bought them from, and then I can go back and get some more. And this is what I did with the buttons I used on the Rivi. So I just bought some Smartie buttons. I love Smartie buttons. They just come in every possible colour that you would want, and they work really well on shirts because they come in, you know, a sensible size. I think this is 12 millimeters wide. So I buy these from Totally Button. So when I went on and bought these ones, I also decided to top up on some other Smartie buttons. So I just got a little array of them here: navy, white, and the magenta that I have on my shirt. So I just bought a few of those for my stash. And when I was shopping, I also went on to Minions of Craft, who I use to buy my threads from. I love Minions of Craft. I've got an account with them, and I'm part of their discount club. You have to pay a monthly subscription, but their threads are very reasonably priced. And with my club discount, I get a little bit more off as well. So I always buy my threads from them. So I bought some really big spools of white thread. So I bought two this size. I think this is a 1,000 meter spool. And I just bought one spool in a fog grey, and I like to use that on my quilting that I've been doing. So, and as you know, quilting uses up a lot of thread. And also I bought these. I don't know why I bought them. They just appealed to me. These are 11mm eyelets with a washer. So these are just the eyelets that you put on sweatshirts, for instance. And I do use quite a lot of pink sweatshirting fabric. So I thought I'd buy some and then test them out maybe later in the year when I get into making sweatshirts. So that's something to look forward to. You can see my bright pink eyelets. The other thing I have been doing this week is I have just been purchasing a few things for my quilt block that I've got planned for way down the line, because I'm still doing my dream catcher. I haven't done much of that lately. It seems to have gone off the boil for a while, but I have planned to make the Alice Wonderland sampler quilt. So it's this sort of quilt here. This is her book. The quilt itself, let's see if I can find it. Yeah, so that's picture of the quilt. It is beautiful, and I really want to start making it. And I've already bought the bundle of Liberty fabrics for it. I bought that with the money that I got for my birthday. And I was discussing stuff with Adam Sews the other day, and he is just so kind. He helped me source some background fabric for sampler quilt. So I have found this. Well, he has found. Let me get it out of the wrapper. There we go. So I'm just going to pull the plastic down so you can see the pattern. I don't really want to take it out of this plastic bag because obviously I'm not going to be doing my quilt for a while. I just want to keep it in the bag to keep it clean. But I just want to show you the pattern. So, right, okay. So I wanted a really low volume white fabric for the quilt. I don't know whether you can see it. I'll get my head out of the way so you can see it. And Adam recommended this. So he very kindly ordered it for me, and that was very sweet of him, and it only came yesterday. So I'm going to put that with my Liberty fabric bundle. And oh God, I just hope to get it started soon. I'm itching to get it done, but I need to really hold back until I finish my dream catcher, because if I don't finish that, I just know I won't get it finished. So I need to keep myself focused. Adam, I also asked Adam whether I could purchase some Styleville. This is this really spongy foam stabilizer, and I used to buy Soft and Stable by Annie, but it was quite expensive because obviously it comes out of the States into UK, and this is the UK's equivalent. it just is beautiful. It works just as well. It's basically exactly the same. So I got 3 meters of this. So lots of purses and handbags coming our way. And Adam, because he's such a sweetheart, he's a very generous man. He also put in some woven interfacing for me, some G700, because I use this stuff all the time. So he's very kind and put that in the parcel. So you're an angel, Adam. I adore you. Thank you very much. So what else have I got planned? Well, I think I have been going into my procrastination stage because I keep thinking about things I want to make and I'm not actually planning anything. So I think I need a batch cutting session. So I'm going to start thinking about that this week. Work-wise, it's dropped off completely and I have booked a few days out because I really just want to do some sewing and just chill a bit before my work ramps up again at the beginning of July. So I've got a few weeks before that and I have a few projects which I really need to focus on because I've got a hen party coming up which I need a dress for, and therefore I've got a wedding also coming up which follows that further down the line, so I need to get a shifty on and get those sorted. So I hope you've enjoyed the content of this video, and until next time, have a fabulous day, evening, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you all very soon. Take care.